everyone, I'm Valerie. Welcome to our video. Today we'll be taking a deep dive into the world of corporate finance. Stay till the end for some freebies. Corporate finance, in short CF, basically controls how a company manages its funds. CF is a broad term and we can divide it into three main sectors: commercial, investment bank, and advisory.
In corporate finance, commercial serves as the backbone for many businesses. It can be divided into 5 parts, which is financial management, working capital management, financial reporting, client relations, and the last one, risk management.
Investment banking operates within the broader scopes of corporate finance, specializing in activities that helps companies to raise capital, manage financial risk, and also facilitate in strategic transactions. Investment bank assists in crucial aspects such as initial public offerings, IPOs, merger and acquisition, M&A, and also issuance of bonds and other securities.
Have you ever realized that corporate finance is also described variously as financial advisory or deal advisory in the professional services firms such as the Big Four and law firms? The typical services covered under these entities include the buy and sell side of mergers and acquisitions (M&A), capital market transactions, capital allocation, board and strategic advisory, financial due diligence, as well as business valuations.
Now, let's hear more about corporate finance from our special guest, Miss Jeannie.
Hi everyone, my name is Jeannie. I'm currently in RHB Investment Bank in the Corporate Finance Department. So previously I was in BDO, one of the big 5 accounting firm in Malaysia, and also in the Corporate Finance Department. And before that I was in Securities Commission, also known as the SC. So I graduated from Universiti of Melbourne, majoring in Economic and Finance. And after graduation I decided to take the CFA exam and passed my exam, got my CFA charter holdership title a few years back, and never regret my decision. So for corporate finance, you can understand it as helping corporate to raise funds to finance their business. So for corporate, you can split into the private company and also the publicly listed company. So for private company, because they are not listed yet, so we can help them to go for IPO, which is known as initial public offering. So in Malaysia, there's 3 types of stock market, which is the main market, ACE market, and also the lead market. We will help them to assess their company's profile and also the financial background to see which market suits them best and which market suits their company objective in raising the fund. Then for the publicly listed company, right, because they are listed on the Bursa Malaysia, and they will have to comply with the listing requirement. So under the listing requirement, if you buy or sell any of your property or your assets or any of the companies, you will have to assess and see whether do you need shareholders' approvals. So for any transactions that require shareholders' approval, investment banker like us will act as the principal advisors to help them to produce this report known as a circular to help to get the shareholders' approval. So before we can even issue the circular, right, we have to go to the regulators like Bursa Malaysia to get their clearance, and it won't be a single company project, which means that not only the principal advisor will be involved in this, so it's actually a multiple parties project. So we call ourselves as a due diligence working group, DDWG. So this DDWG will comprise of the investment banker as a principal advisors. There's the lawyers to help to provide legal advice, and then there's a company secretary, and then there could be independent market researcher, they could be reporting accountants, tax advisors, independent advisors, and also other parties depending on the project needs. So all these parties will come together to work to help to produce the public report to help the company to get the shareholders' approval and also the regulators' approval. So in corporate finance, like I mentioned just now, you need to help the company to raise funds. Of course, one thing we need to know is to learn about their capital structure to see what method suits them best, whether is it like a debt financing or whether is it like an equity financing. So all this you will get to learn in the CFA program. And also you need to know valuation. Like let's say for example, a company says they want to buy a company for 100 million ringgit. So you need to do a valuation to assess whether is this fair and reasonable, whether this pricing makes sense or not. So if you do the valuation and you realize that the company probably only worth 90 million, so this is buying at premium, which is more expensive. So you need to justify in your circular to explain why you are buying this company in a premium. So could it be because this company is really niche, or they are the leaders in their industry, their business is really unique. So all this on top of what we learned in CFA program, all the technical valuation skill, you also need to know how to justify and explain qualitatively on your acquisitions. So other than that, other skills that you need is of course to be very, very meticulous, because the reports that we publish, it will be passed to the regulators and also to the shareholders. So it's publicly available document. So we can't afford to have any mistake in the document. So we really have to read a lot of the annual reports, the financial statements, the listing requirements, the SC guidelines, the rules on takeover, the Capital Market Services Act (CMSA), so there's a lot of documents to read, to understand the business, to come up with the reports for the shareholders. And of course, another skill that you need is the project management skill, because like I mentioned just now, it's a project with a lot of parties. So you need to manage the other advisors, and you also need to manage your clients, and also you need to manage the regulator. So it's a challenging but satisfying job, I would say. Yeah. So the commercial firm are like the publicly listed company. They have their own corporate finance team in-house to help to provide any corporate finance related advices. Then the investment bank side are like CIMB, Maybank, RHB, which can act as a principal advisor to provide advices to the client side. Then there's a third party, which is the advisory firm. They can also help to do corporate finance related services such as evaluations or provide independent advice to the commercial firm in certain transactions. So for example, a listed company would like to acquire a private company which is related to the shareholder of one of the major shareholder of the company. So under the listing requirement, we will identify this as a related party transaction. And also under the listing requirement, if a listed company would like to engage in a related party transaction, they will have to appoint the principal advisor to help to provide the advice, and also an independent advisor to help to write a report, which is also known as the IAL, Independent Advice Letter, to address to the director of the publicly listed company and also the minority shareholder of the listed company to help and assess this transaction to see whether is it fair and reasonable, and whether the shareholder should vote for or against this proposal to allow this company to acquire the private companies. When the independent advisor produce this IAL, it will be included in the circular to shareholder, which is produced by the company and also the principal advisor to the shareholder. So all three of them can work together to help the company to execute one transaction. Yeah, I mentioned a lot of interesting things about corporate finance just now, but of course the reality is that the hours are long, and then it's very, very demanding on your quality of work as well. So for young professionals or graduates who wish to join corporate finance, be prepared for all these challenges, but of course enjoy the journey and then just learn as much as you can. So another advice is to of course take the CFA program. One good thing about taking the CFA program is that you're able to differentiate yourself compared to the other graduates, because there's a lot of finance graduates, but not everyone can get the CFA charter holder title. Yeah. Thank you.
Whether you're a finance professional or just diving into this world like us, we hope you found valuable insights from this video. Don't forget to give this video a like and share, and we are also giving out a free corporate finance summary sheet to help you better understand corporate finance in a glance. If you want to get this, do comment down below I love CF together with your email, and we'll share it to you shortly. Thanks for staying to the end. Bye!